In the shadows of our daily life, something familiar yet ominous lurks, waiting to be recognized. It's a presence that's always there, subtly demanding our attention, a constant whisper in our ear. It's our electronics, our smartphones, our laptops, our tablets. These devices, once mere tools, have become an integral part of our lives, almost like an extension of ourselves. In the same way, there exists in our society another kind of relationship, one that's often hidden behind closed doors, veiled in secrecy. It's a relationship that requires constant attention, where one person is always demanding, always needing, always taking. It's an abusive relationship. Now, you might be wondering, what does my smartphone have to do with an abusive relationship? At first glance, they seem worlds apart. But let's consider this. Both are omnipresent, always there, always demanding our attention. The ping of a new message, the glow of a screen in the dark, the endless scroll of social media updates. They're all signals vying for our attention, just like the constant demands of an abusive partner. Moreover, both can be addictive. The dopamine rush we get from a like on our post, the satisfaction of seeing our screen light up with notifications. It's a high that's hard to resist, just like the cycle of abuse where periods of calm and affection can make the storm seem worth enduring. But here's the catch, both can be draining. The constant need to be connected, to be updated, to be liked, it's exhausting. Similarly, the constant demands of an abusive partner, the emotional roller coaster, the relentless criticism, it's soul-sucking. In both scenarios, we lose a part of ourselves, our time, our energy, our peace of mind. We become prisoners of a cycle that's hard to break, caught in a web of invisible chains. The connection might seem far-fetched, but let's dive deeper. Let's examine this unseen link that binds us to our electronics and to the dynamics of an abusive relationship. Let's lift the veil and shed light on the shadows of our daily lives. The allure of something new and shiny, isn't it irresistible? Think about that moment when you first unwrap a new electronic device. The feel of the sleek design, the smell of fresh technology, the excitement of exploring its features. It's like meeting someone new and exciting. Just like the beginning of a new relationship, there's an intoxicating thrill that washes over you. Everything is perfect. The world seems brighter and you feel invincible. You're caught up in a whirlwind of emotions and it's exhilarating. This is eerily similar to the honeymoon phase in an abusive relationship. Everything seems perfect on the surface. There's an overwhelming sense of happiness and satisfaction. It's a time when your partner showers you with love and attention, making you feel like you're on top of the world. You're blissfully unaware of the storm that's brewing beneath the surface. But as time goes on, the shine starts to wear off. In the play of power, who really controls whom? It's a question that, when pondered, can lead us down a rabbit hole of existential quandaries. In the world of our daily routines, our electronics seem to serve us, always at our beck and call. The smartphones, the tablets, the smart TVs, they're all there, ready to deliver whatever we request at a moment's notice. But have you ever stopped to think about the role reversals happening in this seemingly benign relationship? We might feel like we are in control, but often it's our electronics that dictate our routines and habits. Just like the morning coffee that you feel you can't start your day without, your smartphone becomes the first thing you reach out for when you wake up. This is akin to the power dynamics in an abusive relationship. The abuser, much like our electronics, manipulates the victim into thinking they are in control. They make them believe that they have the power, the choice. But in reality, the abuser is pulling the strings, dictating their every move. Just think about it. How much of your day is planned around your phone's notifications? How many times have you changed your plans because of something you saw on social media? It's a subtle form of manipulation, one that's hard to notice until it's too late. The parallels are striking, aren't they? The way our electronics, like an abusive partner, subtly invade and control our lives, making us believe we are in charge, while they dictate our actions. It's an insidious form of power dynamics that we often overlook, but recognizing it is the first step towards breaking free. It's about understanding that the power should be in our hands. It's about making conscious decisions about how we interact with our electronics, and by extension, how we allow others to interact with us. The illusion of control is a dangerous game. It's a game that we often play without realizing it. But once we see it for what it is, we can start to regain our power, our control, and ultimately our freedom. The silent whispers of manipulation are often the loudest. These are the undercurrents that steer our lives in directions we might not consciously choose. But where do these whispers come from? In our modern age, electronics play a significant role in shaping our thoughts and behaviors. Consider this. Every time we unlock our smartphones, scroll through social media, or search something on the internet, we're being subtly influenced by algorithms and targeted content. Each like, share, and click is meticulously tracked, analyzed, and used to paint an eerily accurate picture of our preferences, fears, and desires. This data is then leveraged to serve us content that aligns with our perceived interests, nudging us down rabbit holes we may not have ventured into otherwise. Now, this might seem benign, perhaps even helpful. After all, who doesn't want to see content they're interested in? But the reality is far more insidious. This is akin to the silent manipulation tactics used by abusers in secret relationships. Just like how algorithms tailor content to keep us hooked, abusers subtly shape their victims' realities to maintain control. They might start by isolating them from their support network, gradually shifting their perception of what's normal and acceptable. They might gaslight them, making them question their memory, judgment, and sanity. They might use love bombing, showering them with affection and attention one moment, only to withdraw it the next, keeping them on a constant emotional roller coaster. All these tactics are designed to make the victim dependent on the abuser, just like how we've become dependent on our electronics. And the scariest part is, just like in an abusive relationship, we often don't realize we're being manipulated until it's too late. We're left feeling drained, confused, and trapped, unsure of how to break free. So the next time you find yourself mindlessly scrolling through your phone, remember, the manipulation is silent, but its consequences are loud and clear. It's time we start paying attention to these silent whispers and take back control of our lives. Sometimes the hardest part is not letting go, but realizing that you need to. Breaking free is an act of courage. It requires one to face the discomfort of change, the fear of the unknown, and the risk of losing what once felt familiar. This is true whether we're talking about breaking free from the addictive pull of electronics or stepping away from a toxic, abusive relationship. At the heart of both lies a common thread: fear. Fear of missing out, fear of being alone, fear of the uncertainty that comes with change. The digital world offers us a constant stream of information, a barrage of notifications, a never-ending cycle of updates. We fear missing out on the latest news, the latest trends, the latest gossip. But much like in an abusive relationship, this constant connection can become a cage, a trap that keeps us tethered, unable to break free. Similarly, victims of abusive relationships often find it difficult to leave, not because they enjoy the abuse, but because they fear what lies beyond the known. They fear the uncertainty, the potential loneliness, the potential failure. But what if we could reframe our perspectives? What if we saw breaking free not as an act of losing, but as an act of gaining peace, gaining control, gaining freedom? Breaking free from electronics means reclaiming our time, our attention, our mental space. It means choosing to engage with the world around us, choosing to live in the present, choosing to be fully present in our own lives. Similarly, breaking free from an abusive relationship is about reclaiming our power, our self-worth, our dignity. It's about choosing ourselves, choosing our happiness, choosing our peace. Stepping away from what harms us doesn't mean we're weak. Rather, it shows our strength, our resilience, our courage. It's a testament to our ability to choose ourselves, to prioritize our well-being, to value our peace. So let's dare to break free. Let's dare to face the fear, to embrace the change, to welcome the unknown. Because in the end, it's not about what we're leaving behind. It's about what we're moving towards. It's about reclaiming our power and setting ourselves free. In the end, it's about reclaiming our power and setting ourselves free. The road to recovery is long, but every step counts. Just as we learn to moderate our use of electronics, we must also learn to balance our emotional and mental well-being after the turmoil of an abusive relationship. Much like the addictive allure of our screens, the hold of an abusive partner can be hard to break. But let's consider this. When we set healthy boundaries with our devices, we find more time for ourselves, for the things we love, for the people who matter. Similarly, in the aftermath of a toxic relationship, setting boundaries is a crucial part of the healing process. This journey is about rediscovering your own strength and resilience. It's about reclaiming your life piece by piece and learning to trust in your own worth again. It's about rebuilding, about growing, about moving forward. Remember, it's not about the destination, but the journey to self-discovery and empowerment.